Hitman 3 is a stealth game developed and published by Danish developers IO Interactive, and is the 8th main installment in the Hitman series and the 3rd and final installment of the World of Assassination trilogy, which follows the excellent 2016 Hitman and 2018's Hitman 2. Hitman 3 will also celebrate a wonderful 20 years of Hitman games and of course Agent 47 himself. And as always guys, please hit that subscribe button to help the channel grow. And please hit the like button at the end of the video if you enjoyed it, and hit the bell button which always notifies you whenever I post a new video. For those of us who have played Hitman or Hitman 2, then you will know exactly what you are in for here. There are 6 levels to explore and targets to kill in each one, and while you will be able to complete the game in around 6 hours, the focus here has always been in the replayability, with the intention being that you will want to return to every area and truly explore the possibilities of each location. Hitman 3 will take you to even more exotic locations this time round. While no single level seemed as huge or as varied as Sapienza from the original Hitman reboot, they are all still very interesting and fun to explore, and they all go perfectly with all the other fantastic locations that came with the previous Hitman games. And to change things up a little, IO Interactive gives us a few different scenarios you will not have seen in the past 2 Hitman titles, which find new and exciting ways to deliver the story and gameplay to the player. As for the locations, you've probably all seen the Dubai mission gameplay in the lead up to the game's release. But the game also includes locations like Dartmoor in England, Berlin, Germany, Mendoza, Argentina, and the beautiful neon-lit China and mountains of Romania. Now Dubai, although one of the best looking, doesn't see much change, and it felt to me like a rerun of the original game's Paris level with a similar structure and 2 separate targets that can be hard to get to. But the joy of working out how to eliminate each target remains, whether you do it by your own means or by following the game's clear storyline pathways that give you that helpful nudge in the right direction to help you take out your targets. Where Hitman 3 really comes into its own is with the excellent Dartmoor mission, which is definitely my favourite. And it has Agent 47 in a mansion in the middle of the English countryside for a murder mystery plot that, if you want, allows Agent 47 to become Columbo and take on the role of a detective. Think Cluedo or the film Knives Out, while you can also plot to murder your target on the side. Your first playthrough of Dartmoor, I'm sure, will be one of the highlights of the entire series. The mission really felt like something like I've never played before in a Hitman game. Without spoiling anything, the level offers up a solution to its main objective that honestly made my jaw drop. It's worth playing the game just for this alone. And Dartmoor also shows you just how much more there is left to Hitman's possibilities, and how a few twists and turns can really change up Hitman's long established formula. Berlin, Germany is then your next mission, and again it mixes things up with a cat and mouse style plot that sees you taking down multiple targets in a German nightclub. The underground nightclub being the highlight here, and I found myself hitting the dance floor and enjoying the setting before even killing a single target. The other levels, Argentina and China, are also loads of fun, plus a final mission that takes place in the mountains of Romania that again changes up the Hitman formula and was real fun. But I will let you guys explore those levels for yourselves rather than give you any more hints of what to expect. The overall approach to mission designs means they're just different enough when it comes to objectives that you'll never feel like IO Interactive is just copy and pasting missions. Dartmoor's murder mystery is a very notable example of that, but Berlin's unusual approach to tracking down your assassination targets is very innovative too. Almost every mission in Hitman 3 tries to do something different, something that I was very happy to see. While the story format of some levels means that they're as exciting to replay as past favourites, the game does tweak certain elements for return playthroughs to keep them feeling fresh also. As for the storyline, it's been a little hard to follow due to the way the games were released, but I'm sure most of you have not been playing the game strictly for the Hitman story. But I must say, for those of us that have, then you will be very pleased here to know that Hitman 3 sees IO Interactive really ramp up the storyline here. After finishing Hitman, I was so happy with how the story ended and how it all came together, and it finally gave us the whole picture that they were trying to tell us. They even switched back to full-blown cutscenes to tell the story of Agent 47 and Diana, rather than use the silly comic book-like structure, which I really did not like from Hitman 2. The cutscenes aren't anywhere near as good looking as the core gameplay here, which takes the power of the next-gen consoles and puts that power to great use, while also showing some absolutely outstanding lighting effects, especially in the Berlin nightclub and China's beautifully neon-lit streets. And you guys, you really do need to see this running in 4K 60 frames per second, especially on the Xbox Series X. I'm sure it will blow you guys away. As for the voice work, well, this has always been a highlight of the Hitman games for me, with good old David Bateson as always giving us a gravel-voiced Agent 47. And really, I just can't ever imagine anyone else voicing this character for me. The rest of the cast also smash it here, and I really can't fault any of them. Even the NPC chatter is great, and it all just helps to immerse you even more into Agent 47's world. And while the story may not have been the highlight of the previous two games, I found myself really connecting with all the characters this time round. And most importantly, I felt it finally pieced the whole story together. But the writing in the Hitman series has always been strong throughout the Hitman reboot, but this takes the story to new heights, and I was really happy to see how the game finally wrapped everything up in the end. The AI in Hitman 3 is the only thing I can really think of that still hasn't improved and is still very easy to exploit as ever. Tricking the mostly dumb guards and civilians with unexpected distractions and suspicious items plays such a big part of the puzzle solving in the current Hitman trilogy. And I've actually ended up growing to love these dimwits over the years anyway. As for the PSVR, it doesn't look nowhere near as beautiful as it does on a TV, and from what I have seen and read, it's not that great and not the best way to play it, but still worth a go if you have the VR set. Hitman 3 is the perfect goodbye for Agent 47. The locations offer plenty of replayability as before and some real funny moments along the way. And if any of you guys bought and played parts 1 and 2, then you can transfer all your progress to Hitman 3 through your IO interactive account, and then enjoy the whole series from the start once again. The graphics are stunning, the gameplay is smooth as silk, and although the story got off to a bad start with the earlier games, it ends on a very, very high note here in Hitman 3. Hitman 3 is a definite buy, and I'm going to give Hitman 3 a very, very strong 9 out of 10. So guys, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys next time on the next Joe Cobra video. Take care out there, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
It was always going to end like this. All your hard work, all your sacrifice, only sped up the process. And now, you find yourself alone.